Okay, so it is 2025 is about to come to an end, and give me 1 minute, 1 minute. Sorry, sorry about that. So 2025 is about to come to an end, and it's been kind of a year for me. What were the positives about 2025 were a lot of it. I loved how I was able to make new friends. I loved how I was able to get to know them. I loved like, how I was so able to, go to the gym, work out with them, and, freaking play basketball with them, lift weights with them, help them get me help them train me, and, I'm grateful for that. What else? Give me 1 minute. But there always comes a time in life where, you're gonna have one of those moments in the year where you're gonna get thrown under a bridge at the ending of the year, and, your life is kind of, stressful and frustrating, and, it wasn't, too frustrating to where, it's gonna ruin my year, but obviously I'm not ending this year on a bad note. I'm actually gonna end it on a good note, because I don't. You always, a wise. There's a wise saying: never let your year end on a bad note. There's always a tunnel of light at the end of the day. At the end of the day, whether you have a bad day or a bad shift, and that that shift kind of gets frustrating to where you want to quit your job, and where you want to get sent home, and obviously, at the end of the day, you got through that shift, that you got through that toxic workplace, you got through that toxic manager, and, there's always going to come a time in life where you where you make a bunch of new friends, and, you really start to change, and obviously, like I said, with the gym, with my friends, from the gym, they have helped me a lot. They've made I've grown because of them. I've become a better person, and, that's a path to me, and obviously, I'm grateful to have those friends, and I'm grateful that, and, sometimes there are gonna come, sad parts in a year, and obviously, whether a loved one or one of your friends passes away, and it's kind of hard, and, that was kind of hard. It's kind of heartbreaking too, and it's kind of it's part of life though too. This is just it's a whole game of it's a game of life, kind of. It's life, and, sometimes you're gonna get thrown under a bridge sometimes, where you have, problems that, you have to solve, and it's like a jigsaw puzzle where you find the pieces to that puzzle, and whether the two pieces so if both people agree on something, then it's normal. If it's not normal, then it's not. It's where, two pieces with two so let's say two people are two puzzle pieces, and they match. Kind of like love, kind of where, it's kind of like love, where one person and the other person love each other, kind of, and that's normal, and that's the piece to the puzzle. Um, but I do look forward to 2026. I do, and I'm grateful that, some of these times I was able to have this year, because, I don't know where the hell I'd be this year if I didn't make those friends, and all those things I witnessed this year didn't happen. I don't know where I'd be today, and we'll never know that. That we'll never know that unless, Like I probably would have been upset at the gym because I didn't have those friends and I didn't go at a later time. Like there comes a time in life where you witness your first milestone to like in 20 like around like I was able enough to have a drink with my best friend. Like I was able to have a couple drinks with my best friends. Um there was also a time where like we went to an arcade all together. Like those were good times. And like what really hurted the most about this year was leaving Hawaii and like it's still it doesn't affect me more than it used to, but that doesn't matter. Or the like my friends and whatnot matter, and I still contact them to this day. And like obviously, you're gonna have these parts in a year. You're gonna have like good times and bad times in a year in the new year, and like you just gotta get through those. Like if you're having a good time, like you gotta enjoy that time you have, and if you have a bad time, just get through it. Like don't rush. Like just don't rush your like don't rush the days because like at the end of the day, like one you have like one day per year. Like 2016 December 12th, 2017 December 12th. It's the same stuff, just only a different year. Or like you can do the same things, but only in a different year. That's the only thing that's changed. And obviously, you're gonna have ups and downs where it's like, okay, let's do a YouTube video and like you're gonna go through a miles. Well, sorry, you're gonna have a good time where you're gonna go through a milestone that you've wanted to achieve. Like where I've wanted to, where I found a path to my dreams was a path to my dreams. And obviously, like, there's no shortcut to achieving your dreams, though. Like, there isn't. And at the end of the day, like, you're gonna have. You're gonna have ups and downs. Like if you have a bad day, you gotta get through it. If you have a good day, enjoy it. Like this is kind of a part of life and this is normal for a lot of people. And I know the ending of my year was stressful and I got through it though, and that's all that matters. Like I don't care how much stress I went through. Like at the end of the day I got through it and that's all that matters. Like if you struggle on one task, like let's say for example, like you struggle on The Sims, for example, and you don't know what to do. Like it's okay. Maybe you just gotta sometimes you just gotta ask for help on how to play that game. Or if you struggle to where like you're completing one task, like busting tables and friggin' again but you're getting them done, that's all that matters. But obviously this is life, obviously, and the only thing that changes is the year, and that's why I came on here to kind of explain like how my year's been going, how things go, and like. But I do look forward to 2026. 2025 may have been stressful for me, and I may have had a bit of a up and down kind of year. It's kind of like a scale, kind of where like half of it goes up, and then with where it's the good, it goes up, and where the bad, the good comes down, and it goes up. So it's kind of. But I mean, that's a part of that's a part of life, though. You're gonna have that's a part of it's normal to have that feeling and to witness it too. But at the end of the day, there's always a tunnel of light, and it's shining bright. And a friend once told me that before too. Cause like back then where like I would be streaming, people would always tell me to give up in life, stop doing what you're doing, like throw it all away. Like and obviously I'm not gonna like there are gonna be people out there in this world that don't appreciate your talent or who you are. Like that shouldn't stop you. You. That shouldn't. Like this is like and this is normal for like that everybody who lives everybody who lives and doesn't. I mean, you just got to keep doing your thing at the end of the day. And give me one quick minute. And I mean, I don't want anybody to get offended on this on YouTube either. Some people may have it better than others. Um but at the end of the day, like we may not all be the same, but that doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter whether somebody is living better than the other person. Like you have to be your own person at the end of the day. Um and I mean like going through problems in this year have been a bit of a challenge for me ever since, and it kind of got to that point where I felt relieved that I was able to solve that problem and know that it was normal. Like you're gonna go through that too, and you may get thrown a bunch of problems at the end of the day, and like sometimes you have to talk about it with your loved ones, or you have to face your problems on your own, or you have to. A friend once told me you have to trace your problems, erase your problems, and face your Plums, and all these all these things have made me feel like a better person inside, and when I post this, it might make you guys feel better too. And like I may not be doing a lot of YouTube and stuff, but I'm not stopping. I'm not giving up on my dreams, and this is my dreams to become like maybe a movie maker, maybe an editor, maybe a cameraman, or something like that. But at the end of the day, these things happen in a year, and you just gotta get through 'em sometimes or enjoy them. There may be some good times, there may be some bad times, but it's a part of growing up. It's a part of life at the end of the day. But I will see you all in the next video or the next stream. Have a happy new year, and I will see you all in 2026. Adios.